Hello Rumble, hello Bitchute, and also hello YouTube. I normally wouldn't do this kind of video on YouTube anymore, but because it's about graphics cards and graphics cards about gaming, might as well have this on YouTube as well. So let's get right to it. Should you keep waiting? Short answer is no. If you can afford it, and when I say afford it, I don't mean you can put it on your credit card. But if you can afford it, you got the cash ready to go ahead and pick up a card now. You got these various journalists saying, "Oh, don't wait. Don't get it yet. It's going to keep falling. Supply's going to keep getting better. It's going to return to normal by the summer. Oh, I just dropped even more in the first part of March. Oh, we're going to get back to normal." No, we're not getting back to normal. So don't drag your feet. If you've been waiting to get a graphics card, you need a graphics card. I mean, if you've already got, a decent graphics card and you just want to get 20% extra performance, don't waste your money. But if you need a graphics card, and you've saved up the money, it's time to jump on it if you can. Now, why do I say that? Because we've had these cycles before of a large surge of interest in graphics cards for mining crypto, and then the price crashes, and then the market then becomes flush with supply again, and the prices become reasonable again. So I'm going to go through the history quickly, and then you'll see how this is not like it was before. So if you came for the quick answer, there you go. Don't wait. If you're still interested in knowing why you shouldn't wait and what's different now, stay tuned or stay with me here. So this essence of the, at least on the NVIDIA side, the mid tier, the 60 series, at least going by name, really started with the 2060 in 2009, and is really when both NVIDIA and AMD had a comparable, strong mid-range performance card, mid-range performance that would give you the majority of the performance of the high end for less than half the cost. So you had instances in the past before that, but this is really the start of, at least for NVIDIA, the 60 series, or in Radeon, they've bounced around, but in naming, NVIDIA 60 series, $200 to $300, good bang for the buck. And so nothing has really changed for about 10 years. So from 2009 to about 2019, that, if you were a gamer, a budget mainstream gamer, you could expect a good experience for $200 to $300. You could budget that, and you would get something good. But we had some blips along the way. So anytime there was interest in mining crypto with graphics cards, we had some blips. So first of all, let me just, we had this go up until 2019 with the GTX 1660. And even though that was the last good value card, it wasn't really much of an improvement over the GTX 1060. And so most people that already jumped on that bandwagon of a 6 gig card that gives you great performance, has plenty of video memory to carry you through, they already jumped on the GTX 1060, and that is still the case to this day. That is still by far the most popular card on the Steam Hardware Survey. Anyway, so back to the first instance of the Bitcoin craze. So in 2012, 2013, we had our first instance of this fascination with mining crypto with graphics cards. And so I remember it was hard to get a graphics card at MSRP, a higher end one that was known for crypto mining then. And then it, like overnight, Bitcoin lost half its value, and then you had tons of used cards on Craigslist, and supply improved, and you could get them on sale for, much under MSRP after that. And so GPO market was nice until, well, that was just more of that instance, until 2017, and then that lasted up to early 2018. Now, also, just like before, it was just the cards that were known for their mining prowess. So the upper mainstream and higher end cards saw a significant price increase. And so that continued on a little bit past early 2018. Remember, in early 2018, we had this. January just collapsed. So I'm sure a lot of you remember that meme. Anyway, so I remember getting my RX 580. I had to get it used, and I still paid a little bit over MSRP, but I think that was in March of 2018. But so by the end, I think like second half of 2018, the market had really kind of gone back to normal. And it continued that way until our RTX 3080 came out. I remember in September 2020. So the pandemic lockdowns were already well underway. And by this time, supply lines issues were already becoming apparent. So I knew if you didn't jump on it when it came out, when it first came out at $700 US, it was unlikely you're going to get one at MSRP. And so the rest is history, as they say. But what's different about this most recent craze, though, is it was not just the cards known for their mining prowess. The supply issues were so bad that even cards that were absolutely useless for mining were significantly more costly. Because if there's not even supply enough for the cards for those who just can make do with some low-end gaming, and if there's still not enough supply to fill that demand, then those prices get jacked up too. So the supply issues are so much worse compared to the previous two iterations of this cycle. And so this is why I say, if you can get one now, don't follow these publications' recommendation of if you keep waiting, because the core supply line issues remain. That hasn't changed. So this current bump in supply is just that. It's a bump in supply. It's not a long-term correction. And just because of like the previous two times, there was a disturbance in the Bitcoin valuation, and so you had price correction, but the fundamentals backing like why a card costs so much is nothing like it was in 2018, 2019. The every component now is more expensive, and the shipping is very much more expensive. If you look at the cost of fuel, keeps going up. So every service and every product involved in that graphics card is so much more expensive. So the $200 to $300 mainstream 60 series graphics card is dead. So expect to pay, you know, 300 to 400, and that is a fair price for getting mainstream performance now, because the actual worth of your money, that they say it's 8% inflation. The actual money value, if you look at how much money that's been printed, it's your money's worth a lot less than it was in 2019. So if you can get a card, if you've got the money, again, don't go into debt. You have the money. Your store has the supply. It's going to do what you need. Go ahead and grab it. Don't risk it, because who knows how long this supply is going to last at the pricing they have before we're just going to have a lack of supply again. Because the same reason why you can't get toilet paper or milk, or the reason why it's jacked up in price, is the same reason the prices of your GPUs are going to remain above MSRP. And even if they meet MSRP, it's just a new MSRP. It's not going to be like before. So NVIDIA's, well, just like the newest AMD RX 6500 XT, it's only giving you the performance of a card released years ago that cost $200, and they're charging more for it now. And in fact, it'll even be significantly worse than a card from all those years ago, the RX 480 and the 580, if you ran out of VRAM, because you could get those cards with 8. This one only has 4. So in a lot of circumstances, it would be a worse performer years later for more money. So yes, short answer, don't wait. Get it while you can. This is all part of a much bigger supply line issue. That's it. Have a good one.